After a year of online dating, the two of them decided to meet, but the person who appeared was his sister. He quickly hid behind the door, watching his sister sit at the appointed place holding a bouquet of flowers. At this moment, he felt like the world was collapsing, afraid that his sister would find out. He quickly took out his phone and texted her goodbye. But unexpectedly, the first time I fell in love, I was forced to climb a tree and even kicked. She was very depressed for several days, staying at home crying as if she wanted to die. I couldn't help but yell at her. It's just that we're not ready yet. Why do you have to be so sentimental? Can you cheer up a little? While arguing, she accidentally touched the button to call her online lover. The next second, the phone in his pocket rang. My sister slowly raised her head to look at me. Okay, now what to do? In this situation, the person I'm dating online is a gentle girl, attractive figure, and a good person. Even though I haven't met her in person, everything I know about her fascinates me. We'll meet tomorrow. I feel a bit nervous. I stood in front of the wardrobe, choosing clothes for half an hour, but still couldn't choose the right outfit. The phone suddenly had a notification, message from online lover. Darling, we'll see each other tomorrow. I'm so happy. My nickname is Please Pencil Boy, and hers is Cherry. I happily held my cell phone lying on the bed. She sent 3 more text messages. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Are you sure you want to meet me too? I could feel her anticipation through the screen. As for me, of course I also look forward to meeting her, because this is my first love. Even though I fell in love online, over the past year I've had a lot of feelings for her. She is very cute. Suddenly, I deliberately said the opposite to tease her to see how she would react. Actually, I didn't expect much. After this message was sent, a long time later, there was still no movement from the other party. I don't know what she's doing. Surely she's not angry? I quickly opened my phone and was about to text an explanation when she suddenly sent a photo. In the picture, she is wearing a sexy outfit, but her face is not revealed. She wore a white shirt. The top 2 buttons were unbuttoned, revealing her bright white skin and beautiful, seductive body. Most notable is the black tights with long legs. I stared at the screen, drool running from the corner of my mouth. Below the photo was a question. So what now? Are you looking forward to meeting me? I immediately texted back, you're so cute. Of course I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'll wait until I see you and see if I kiss you to death. I was looking at the photo and giggling when suddenly my mother called my sister and I to come down for dinner. I have an older sister who is 3 years older than me, named Lu Nu Yan. For years ago, my mother remarried her father. I followed my mother and moved to the Lu family's house. Mr. Lu is a rich man in Fuji City, has a lot of money, but with his relatives, he is very gentle. He loved my mother very much and treated me as if he were his own child. Lu Nu Yan is the heir to the Lu family, so all year round she is busy abroad handling the company's affairs. Therefore, I rarely get to meet her. When we meet rarely, we talk politely, but also very distantly. A few days ago, she suddenly returned home, saying she was going to meet someone very important. These days, she lives at home. Regarding Lu Nu Yan's return home, Mr. Lu and my mother were both very happy, especially my mother. She stays in the kitchen all day cooking. She cooked many delicious dishes for Lu Nu Yan. She said she rarely comes home, so she must feel the warmth of the family. I knocked on Lu Nu Yan's door and politely asked, "Sister, are you sleeping yet?" Through the door, a cold voice rang out. "Not yet. What's going on? Why did Mom tell you to call me down for dinner? She's already finished cooking." Lu Nu Yan still said coldly, "Okay, I will go down now." When I was preparing to leave, I suddenly heard a noise in her room. It sounded like she was getting dressed. It turns out she wasn't wearing anything just now. It's cold like this and you're not wearing anything? Why is your health so good? When Lu Nu Yan arrived at the dining table, I had already drunk 2 bowls of chicken soup and was already exhausted. I must admit that my mother cooks very well. When I was reaching out to scoop more, my mother lightly hit my hand. "Why are you eating so much? Your sister hasn't eaten yet." Lu Nu Yan wore a white AO dye, sat opposite me, opened her mouth and said politely, "If you like to eat, eat a little more." Seeing her understand things like that, my mother's eyes suddenly filled with motherly love. Happily, Mom filled a bowl for her. Lu Nu Yan looked at the steaming bowl of chicken soup for a moment, not knowing how to react. I could only use my thirsty eyes to indicate, "If you don't eat it, you can give it to me." But she ignored me. I know, Her politeness and modesty just now were just fake. Father Lu looked at her curiously and asked, "I heard you came back to meet someone important this time, right?" Hearing this sentence, Lu Nuyen suddenly stopped, not knowing who she was thinking about, making her face turn red. She just said yes softly, then buried her head and desperately drank the soup, trying to hide her red face. But she didn't realize that even her neck and ears were red. I looked at her in surprise and asked, "Are you embarrassed?" I gasped in so much surprise that my chin felt like it was about to fall to the ground. Although Lu Nuyen and I haven't seen each other much these years, I know clearly that she is a very cold person. Maybe it's because she took over the company at a very young age, having spent many years of experience in the commercial struggle, so she seems more mature than her peers. She is always calm in the face of every problem. I've almost never seen her lose her temper, let alone be embarrassed. But now she blushed for the first time because of this important person. Intuition told me, I'm about to have a brother-in-law. Seeing Lu Nuyen's reaction, my stepfather and mother looked at each other, understood, and smiled. "So you have a boyfriend?" Lu Nuyen did not answer, just lowered her head to drink soup to hide her red face. My stepfather and mother were always worried that Lu Nuyen would live alone all her life. Although she is beautiful and highly educated, her personality is too cold. From childhood to adulthood, for boys who wanted to get close to her, she always avoided them, thousands of miles away. Her parents were worried that Lu Nuyen, with her cold temperament, would not be liked by any boy, or that she herself would not like boys. But I didn't expect that this time I returned home because of my love. Seeing that everyone's attention was focused on Lu Nuyen, I stared at the piece of chicken thigh on the table and grinned. "Congratulations. When will you bring your brother-in-law home for dinner?" I teased Lu Nuyen while pointing my chopsticks at the chicken thigh. Very quickly, the chicken thigh piece was in my bowl. But as soon as I took a bite, my mother scolded me. "Eat, eat, eat. You only know how to eat. Can you learn from your sister?" I brought a bearded girl home for my mother, chewed the meat in my mouth, and thought to myself, how does she know I don't have a lover? It's just that now is not the time. The relationship is not yet stable. When it is stable, I will bring her home to give everyone a big surprise. Today is the day to meet your lover online. I sat in the taxi, took a photo of the cherry bag in my hand, and sent it to her. "I'm almost there. Look, I also brought your favorite cherry." I still didn't show my face because we agreed that we wouldn't show our faces before we met, so when we met, it would feel like a surprise. As soon as the message was sent, the other person replied within a few seconds, "I like it very much, thank you. I'm here, just waiting for you to come." The meeting location is an international restaurant with very high reviews. This is the most luxurious restaurant in the city. Each meal costs at least 6 figures and is a favorite place for people with money. I followed the instructions to the 6th floor. This floor has been covered by her. The windows are spacious and bright. A woman is sitting quietly on the sofa. She wears a long white dress, has a tall body with delicate curves. Sunlight shines through the window, illuminating her slender body, making outsiders look a little fascinated. Just looking at her back, I felt she was very beautiful. I stood behind the door with a bouquet of flowers in my hand, my heart pounding, constantly taking deep breaths, mentally preparing to walk towards her. Suddenly, somewhat surprised, she revealed a face exactly like Lu and Yen. I was startled and quickly hid behind the door. Oh my God, why is it so black? It took me forever to find an online lover. Who would have thought that my online lover and Lu's sister Yen were the same person? Suddenly, I remembered that she said she was returning home this time to meet a very important person. At that time, I still thought I was about to have a new brother-in-law. But unexpectedly, my brother-in-law was actually me. While my mind was still confused, the phone in my pocket suddenly vibrated. It was a text message she just sent. "Are you here yet? I just heard a noise outside the door. Is that you?" I looked at the message on my phone. Filled with mixed emotions, I was extremely scared. After a moment of hesitation, I quickly typed the words, "We're not compatible. Let's break up." At first, Lu Nuyen was still waiting on the sofa, but as soon as she received the message, she immediately stood up, staring at the phone in her hand. It seemed impossible to believe what I saw. After a while, she trembled, tapped the screen, and sent me many messages. "Are you kidding? I don't think this joke is funny at all. In the future, Can you stop saying things like that? Please answer me. Why don't you say anything? My mind was blank. The current situation was unexpected. I really didn't know what to say. Seeing that I didn't reply to the message, Lu Nuyen almost collapsed. Her hands trembled. Do you really want to break up? Did I do something wrong to make you angry? Tell me. I will change. Don't break up, okay? I don't want to break up. I don't care. I don't agree to break up anyway. Even if I beat you to death, I won't break up. Where are you now? Are you okay? I looked confusedly at the box that continuously notified me of messages. I decided to leave here as soon as possible before she caught me. I had just gritted my teeth and turned around to leave when the phone suddenly rang, startling me. It was Lu, as Yin called. Maybe she saw that I hadn't responded to my messages for a long time, so she called me directly. Because the 6th floor was completely covered by her, the hallway was very quiet. My phone's ringtone rang out clearly, revealing my location. I quickly turned off my phone, put on my hat, and ran away. Lu Nuyen seemed to have discovered something. She ran quickly towards me. Please, Pencil Boy, is that you? Please be my online nickname. Being called a nickname is really humiliating. In the long hallway, I put on my hat and ran with my legs over my neck. She chased after me. My heart was trembling with fear. I silently prayed, Sister, please stop chasing me. I don't dare to think that if Lu Yin caught up with me and found out that the handsome guy she missed every day was me, I wouldn't know what to do. I really doubt that Lu Yin ever practiced running. Otherwise, how could her 1 step be equal to my 5 steps? Seeing that she was about to catch up with me, suddenly there was a waiter pushing a food cart at the corner of the hallway, blocking Lu Yin's path. The waiter appeared so suddenly that Lu Yin could not avoid it and collided with the cart. In the blink of an eye, the expensive desserts in the cart along with Lu and Yin fell to the ground. The expensive dishes in the car were all spilled on the carpet, and there was also food stuck to Lu's shirt like Yin. Yin, who was always calm like Lu, was a little flustered at this moment, but she couldn't care less. Immediately, she sat up and wanted to chase me, but was held tightly by the waiter. You crashed into me and still want to run away? Quickly pay me back. While she was being held back by the attendant, I quickly ran into the elevator. As soon as the elevator door closed, I fell to the ground. Even before I studied physical education, I couldn't run this fast. How can an online dating girlfriend be Lu Yin? It doesn't matter who that person is. Why is it her? I was very excited to wait for this moment of meeting, but I didn't expect it to turn into an awkward scene. Online love is like a joke. When I left the hotel, I was still holding a large bag of cherries in my hand. It's very big, and I can't carry this thing home. In the end, I decided to leave my cherry bag on the bench outside the hotel. When I got home, it was already dark. Lu Nuyen still hadn't returned. Maybe she's still out looking for me. The phone kept ringing. More than 100 messages were sent from Lu Nuyen. Why did you run away? Is there something wrong with you? Why do you suddenly want to break up? Is there something wrong with me? I can change. Say something. Anyway, I don't agree to break up. I won't break up even if I kill you. Where are you now? Are you okay? I thought about it again and again, still deciding that I couldn't let Lu Yin know the truth. If this is revealed, it will probably be very embarrassing when we meet in the future. The phone still has text message notifications. Why did you break up? Say something. Through the screen, I could feel her anxiety. I took a deep breath, coldly typed on the phone, and made up a stupid reason. Your face is not my type. In fact, her beautiful face and body, I wouldn't have dared to dream of it. If she wasn't Lu Yin, the moment we met, I would have rushed to hug and kiss her. The other party replied in a few seconds. You finally answered me. So what kind of face do you like? Can I change it? I'm surprised. How can I change my face? She immediately replied. I can have plastic surgery and become exactly what you like. As long as you like it, I can do it. I couldn't help but be startled, almost dropping the phone. Lu Nuyen, is she okay? Just because of one person online, she can have plastic surgery to change her face too. Does it suit other people's preferences? Is someone so cold when in love so scary? I texted back cruelly. I don't like you. Even if you change, I won't like it. Break up. Don't bother texting me anymore. If you bother me again, I will block you. After that, there were no more texting notifications. I returned to the bedroom and went to the table. I picked up the ceramic rabbit and placed it on the table. I stared at it for a moment. This is a small pink rabbit, clutching a large carrot. It was made by Lu Nuyen himself. She gave it to me after we talked for a month. At that time, she told me, "You are this little rabbit, and I am the carrot." This confession is simple, but I really like it. Since the day I received it, I have always cherished it and placed it on my desk. It's just that after today, it no longer means anything. I sighed but still couldn't bear to throw it away. Finally, I hid it in the closet. After breaking up, Lu Nuyen's spirit secretly collapsed. During the day, she works hard at the company, and at night she drinks like crazy at the bar. She used work and alcohol to forget the sadness in her heart, but her condition got worse and worse. When my mother and stepfather saw it, they couldn't help but feel pity. Lu Nuyen originally had a lover. The two of them were very happy, thinking that this girl had finally grown up. But unexpectedly, her love path would be so bumpy. It was very difficult for her to think about loving someone, but as a result, she got hurt. The two of them took turns comforting her, but Lu Nuyen still looked bored. My mother muttered, "That kid is really too much. Even when we haven't met yet, he talks sweetly, but when we meet, he arbitrarily finds reasons to throw others away. How cruel." According to today's youth language, is this called cha boy? Honestly, that boy is right in front of everyone. Her parents could not encourage her, so they turned to me and said, "Kogan, go comfort your sister. After all, we're almost the same age, so communication will be easier." I went to convince her. My parents also followed. When I arrived in front of Lu Nuyen's room, I quietly peeked through the door crack. I saw her sitting by the window. Her shoulders were shaking. Sometimes she made a choking sound. Looking at her lonely back, I could feel her sadness. Maybe because she was so focused on crying, she couldn't even hear me knocking on the door. I had to go straight to her and get closer to discover that she was holding a bag of cherries in her hand. That was the bag of cherries I was planning to give her. The bag of cherries was left on the bench in front of the hotel. That place is close to the sea, so there are often birds flying to the shore to look for food. I thought because this bag of cherries was too big, inconvenient to bring into the house, and also very inconvenient to hold to escape, so I would just leave it here and go home. But unexpectedly, she found it and brought it home. Some fruits have traces of being eaten. Is it delicious? I suddenly asked. Lu Nuyen was startled and raised her head, clearly having just discovered my existence in the room. When did you get here? After that, she quickly wiped away the falling tears, tried to hide her sadness, and started to look cold and indifferent again. As I found a chair to sit next to her, I stared at the bag of cherries. When she first started being an online lover, she told me that she really liked eating cherries. So, I went to an orchard in the suburbs to order a cherry tree. I want her to eat cherries from the tree I take care of. It just so happened that it was cherry season and my trees were being harvested, so I wrapped the fruit into a bouquet and brought it to her. I haven't tasted it yet, so I don't know how the fruit I grew tastes like. Lu Nuyen saw me still staring at the bunch of cherries in her hand. She felt a little uncomfortable and hugged the bag of cherries in her hand a little tighter. I haven't eaten it yet, but it must be sweet. I pointed at the cherries as if bitten, saying, "Aren't these the ones you're eating?" She looked down at the fruit bag. Her expression was a bit unhappy and mixed with a bit of jealousy in her voice. That was eaten by the birds. I smiled helplessly and said, "Sister, don't tell me you're jealous of those birds. Then why don't you eat it? If you don't eat it, it will spoil." She bowed her head and said, "I can't bear it. It's the last thing he left me. If you eat one, you'll lose another." Hearing the word "finally" may seem like an exaggeration, but when it came from Lu Nuyen's mouth, it brought with it an indescribable sadness. Looking at the bright red fruit in her lap, I couldn't help but swallow my saliva. "Can I try one?" "Cannot." She refused without hesitation. I held the bag of cherries in my hand a little tighter. I myself can't bear to eat it, when I'm the one who worked so hard to grow it for so long. In the end, I couldn't eat, and she couldn't bear to eat. I looked down. There were several bottles of wine on the ground, all empty. At this time, Lu Nuyen's phone was placed on the table. The phone is still in conversation with "Pencil Boy, please." It seems like these past few days, she's been reviewing their past conversation history over and over again. She seems stuck in her memories and doesn't accept the truth. Seeing her continue to pick up the bottle of wine, she poured herself a glass of wine. As soon as it reached her mouth, I stopped her. "Don't drink anymore. How much alcohol have you had?" I held her hand holding the glass of wine a little excited. I don't know if I'm advising her or advising myself. Aren't we just breaking up? Can you cheer up a little? Can you let me go? Lu Nuyen was a little drunk. Her eyes were sparkling, staring at me. She was a bit confused about my actions. She knew I came to comfort her, but she didn't think I would be so enthusiastic. After all, as a stepsister, my relationship with her has always been distant, even indifferent and alienating. I was so excited that my hand was still holding her wrist tightly. Lu Nuyen looked down, looking unhappy. Then, forcefully pushed my hand away. At the same time, she also knocked the wine glass away, spilling drops of wine onto her still open phone screen, and it automatically called the other person. Seeing the phone screen calling, Lu Nuyen panicked and quickly wanted to turn off the phone. Because Pencil Boy once told her, "Don't bother him anymore. Otherwise, he will block." Ever since they broke up, Lu Nuyen, no matter how much she missed her, did not dare to send a text message. I didn't expect to accidentally call now. Lu Nuyen was very scared. I was even more worried, because my WeChat was now logged into the other account. Furthermore, the phone does not turn on silent mode. The next second, the cell phone in my pocket rang. The whole room was quiet. The cell phone ringing was deafening. Lu Nuyen suddenly stopped turning off the phone and slowly looked up at me. On the other side, she just called. On this side, my phone rang. It's hard not to be suspicious. I quickly dialed the number. My cousin called me. I lied, quickly turned down the phone, pretended to answer the phone, and used my lifelong acting skills to try to play the part. "Honey, why are you looking for me? Have you broken up? Your girlfriend is doing that. I told you, she has a problem. It's okay now. Don't be sad. I'll go see you right away. Calmly tell me what you have to say." Under Lu Nuyen's suspicious eyes, I pretended to talk on the phone and quickly walked out of the room. As soon as I walked out the door, I breathed a sigh of relief. Life is not easy. The next second, my phone continued to ring. I looked down. This time it was actually my cousin calling. "Why did you answer the phone so quickly? Did you know I would call?" I replied lazily. "If you have nothing else, I will hang up." When I was about to hang up the phone, my cousin suddenly said, "There's one more thing, do you know? Nana has returned home. Nana is my old CR. Years ago, my mother and Mr. Lu remarried and started a family. I moved to the Lu family's house. The Ha family and the Lu family are friends. The two families have long had a very good relationship. They often eat together, and Nana is the eldest lady of the Ha family. I met her many times and gradually fell in love with her. My feelings were expressed very clearly, and she did not show any signs of rejecting my feelings, making me think she also liked me. Until I saw her cold expression when I confessed, she frankly told me, "I'm not interested in you. I just consider you a friend." That's when I understood. She didn't like me, but just liked the feeling of being pursued by others. So the feelings I had for her were cruelly extinguished. After that, I proactively cut off contact with her, but Nana didn't care at all. Sometime later, she went abroad to study, and we completely cut off contact. A few days ago, she called me and asked, "Hey, how are you?" I confidently told her that I had met a hot girl online. She gave birth 100 times more than her. After that, she laughed loudly on the other end of the phone and immediately hung up. She only knew I was in love online, so I wanted to take things further. But I didn't expect that my online date would be Lu Nuyen. And of course, Nana also didn't know we broke up. Suddenly, the door rang. I turned off my phone and ran downstairs to open the door. As soon as I opened the door, before my eyes was a young face. Two with a bland smile. "Long time no see. That person is none other than Nana." Just mentioning Chow Chow came. Nana suddenly came in, sat on the sofa, drinking tea with my mother. She smiled gently and said, "I just returned home for a while. What did you come to see specifically today?" My mother and my father don't know what happened between me and Nana. They love Nana very much because she is very gentle and polite. They were talking enthusiastically, but I didn't want to participate, so I found an excuse to escape, but was grabbed by a pair of chubby hands by the corner of my shirt. That is Nana's 6-year-old sister, Hakaka. She always likes to run after her sister. This time Nana came to my house. She also followed. I indulged. "What do you want to play? Do you play puzzle?" Her eyes lit up. "Do you have a game console?" I shook my head and answered honestly, "I don't." Hakaka was depressed. "Why not?" I thought about it and asked, "Should I play with Chewbacca?" She released her hands and ran towards my Tubok. She was a child, so she wanted to kick the dog, causing Tubok to bark 3 times. Hakaka was scared and ran behind me. Suddenly, I remembered I had a comic book in my room that was age-appropriate for her to read. So I sneaked the kid into my room, opened the closet, and inside was a set of children's comics. I took out a book and gave it to her. The little girl happily complimented, "So beautiful." But his eyes fell on something in the corner of the cabinet, which was the ceramic rabbit that Lu Nu-yin gave me. Since knowing that my online lover is Lu Nu-yin, I have hidden it in the closet for fear of being seen by Lu Nu-yin. "Can you let me hold that rabbit?" I didn't answer the child's question, but immediately closed the locker. "Just stay here and read the story. Don't touch my things, understand?" The child pretended to obediently nod, his eyes looking regretfully at the cabinet again. Suddenly, a warm voice came. As soon as I turned around, I discovered that Hanana was standing at the door. I don't know how long she's been looking at us. She curled her lips and said, "Can I talk to you?" On the empty terrace, I sat opposite Hanana. "I heard you're meeting someone online." Hanana got straight to the point. "So what does it have to do with you?" My voice replied coldly. Hanana looked serious. "It's easy to be fooled in love online. You haven't seen that person yet. How can you be sure what kind of person she is? Be careful not to be fooled. Maybe she's ugly, so you don't dare meet her." I frankly denied. "Sorry, she is the most beautiful person in my eyes." Hanana was not weak and continued. "Otherwise, she would be a worthless person, or she would be poor. Instead of looking for someone online, why don't you look at people in real life? You can find someone better," she said, puffing out her chest confidently. "Actually, every day I'm abroad, I miss you so much. Before, I was immature and didn't know how to appreciate you. So now I want to give you another chance." "Another chance?" "I don't want to." I directly interrupted her. "I have already let go of Hanana's past. I don't like you. Please stop bothering me." Having finished speaking, I immediately stood up and left. As I approached, I saw a very familiar figure standing on the roof, looking down at me. Looking up, facing Lu Nu-yin's deep eyes. "Are you in love online?" Lu Nu-yin lowered her head and stared at me. I thought to myself, stop playing. Has she heard everything? How to hide? Now I'm in trouble. "Are you eavesdropping on me?" Lu Nu-yin replied lazily. "I'm standing here admiring the scenery. Because you guys were talking too loudly, those words accidentally reached my ears. So it's hard not to want to listen." Lu Nu-yin has extremely beautiful peach blossom eyes, her eyes slightly upward when talking, very seductive. She bent down slightly, her tone was a bit tough, and said, "Tell me, why is there such a coincidence? We are both in love online at the same time." I was confused, looked away, and said, "Yeah, what a coincidence." Lu Nu-yin stared at me. Her eyes were no longer polite or distant like before, but instead had a bit of understanding. Maybe she started to doubt me as soon as I was stared at by her eyes, making me tremble in fear. Suddenly another voice rang out. "Let's eat." "Children." My mother stood not far away waving at us. I quickly left. Lu Nu-yin looked at my back as I left. She raised her eyebrows slightly, not knowing what she was thinking. As soon as I entered the house, Hanana looked at me worriedly. "Where is my sister?" she asked while looking for it. "Isn't he reading a story in my room?" "It's not there." Everyone rushed to look for Hakaka, but for half a day they still couldn't find him. I turned the house up and down, but still couldn't find her. Suddenly, there was a commotion in the dog cage and an immature voice, scolding, "Stupid dog. This carrot is fake, and you dare to eat it?" I quickly went out to the barn to take a look. It turned out that Hakaka had crawled into the dog cage and was fighting over things with Tubok. No one gives in to anyone. On one side, the little girl grabbed that thing tightly and didn't let go. On the other side, my dog Tubok bit down on that thing and didn't let go. After I looked closely at my mouth, my heart couldn't help but ache. That's the ceramic rabbit that Lu Nu-yin gave me. I told her not to take my things, but she still took them. Not only did they take it back, they also took it everywhere. Maybe when she walked in front of Tubok, Tubok's favorite food was carrots, so she couldn't chew it. My ceramic rabbit is almost about to break. We must quickly separate these two leopards. Just as I was about to reach out to retrieve the ceramic rabbit, there was another hand that was one step faster than mine. Lu Nu-yin pulled out Hakaka's hand with her left hand and picked up the ceramic rabbit with her right hand. She frowned and asked, What are you guys fighting about that makes you fight so fiercely? I stood next to her in panic. Lu Nuyen, why did you come here? While I was still confused and didn't know what to do, Lu Nuyen held up the ceramic rabbit to see clearly. She couldn't help but be surprised and happy, quickly picked up the ceramic rabbit and examined it carefully again. When she was sure it was the item she gave to her online boyfriend, she looked towards Hakaka and quickly asked, "Who gave this to me?" I stood behind and frantically signaled her not to speak. I didn't dare to think how embarrassed Lu Nuyen and I would be after she said it. But with Lu Nuyen's stern eyes, the girl was so scared that she trembled. She didn't dare lie. She pointed her finger at me. "I got it from your room, Kogon." In an instant, the air seemed to freeze. Lu Nuyen raised her eyes to look at me. It seemed like she understood something.